Anime versus cartoons. It's a debate that has tickled the mind of animation lovers for decades. And honestly, who wouldn't want to explore this colorful, exciting, and sometimes downright wild world? Let's take a journey together. And trust me, it's going to be fun, informative, and maybe even a little bit emotional because animation, in all its forms, has a way of touching our hearts in ways nothing else can. First, let's talk anime. Anime is a crown jewel of Japanese animation, and calling it just cartoons from Japan is like calling pizza just bread with toppings. Anime is a whole culture, a lifestyle, a universe of storytelling. It's diverse, ranging from lighthearted comedies and school-life adventures to epic fantasy worlds, sci-fi odysseys, and emotional dramas that can hit you right in the feels. Anime is famous for its breathtaking attention to detail. Imagine a single frame where a character's hair flows in the wind, their eyes sparkle with unshed tears, and the background, maybe a sunset over a city or a cherry blossom garden. Looks so real it could make you want to step into it. That's anime for you. And don't even get me started on the stories. Shows like One Piece have been running for over 20 years, with characters growing up before our eyes, friendships tested, dreams pursued, and villains that are simultaneously terrifying and oddly lovable. Anime isn't afraid to explore complex themes. Identity, morality, politics, love, loss, hope, despair, you name it. And unlike cartoons, which often reset after every episode, anime allows for long, intricate story arcs that make you feel like you're living the world alongside the characters. But anime isn't all serious business. Far from it. There are plenty of comedic, over-the-top, and absolutely wacky shows too. My Hero Academia can make you laugh at quirk-related chaos one moment, and then leave you cheering or teary-eyed the next. Gintama, on the other hand, is basically a masterclass in comedy, parody, and absurdity, sometimes poking fun at the anime industry itself. That's one of the fun things about anime. It can switch tones effortlessly, from heart-wrenching to hilarious, from philosophical to purely fun, all in the same show. Now, let's take a look at cartoons, which are equally magical but in a very different way. Cartoons are often the definition of pure joy. Colorful, playful, and loaded with imagination. Coming primarily from Western countries like the U.S., cartoons are built for humor, entertainment, and sometimes even satire. They thrive on exaggerated expressions, bold colors, and quirky designs that can instantly make you smile. Think of classics like Tom and Jerry, where the antics of a cat and mouse chasing each other across elaborate setups can be funny for anyone at any age. Or The Simpsons, a show that blends humor, social commentary, and iconic characters to create a universe that's lasted decades. Cartoons often embrace episodic storytelling. Each episode is a self-contained adventure, so even if you miss one, you can jump right into the next. That's part of their charm. You can enjoy them casually or binge for hours without feeling lost. But don't think cartoons are just about slapstick humor. Some shows push boundaries, tell deep stories, and explore complex themes. Avatar, The Last Airbender, is a prime example. A cartoon with epic world building, incredible character arcs, and moral dilemmas that rival anything in anime. Gravity Falls plays with mysteries, secrets, and clever writing that keeps both kids and adults hooked. Cartoons have a unique kind of energy. They're bold, expressive, and often don't take themselves too seriously, which makes their creativity limitless. One of the most fascinating aspects of anime and cartoons is how they reflect the cultures they come from. Anime gives us a glimpse into Japanese life. Everything from school festivals, street foods, and traditional ceremonies to contemporary societal issues. Even the smallest details, like the way a character eats ramen or reacts to rain, add authenticity and charm. Cartoons, meanwhile, reflect Western humor and pop culture, often exaggerating everyday life or poking fun at societal norms. They're bright, chaotic, and full of references that make them uniquely relatable to their audience. And here's a little behind-the-scenes fun. Anime often takes months to animate a single fight scene to make it breathtakingly detailed, while cartoons cleverly reuse animation to save time, creating a funny, sometimes nostalgic rhythm that fans love. And then there are the fun little quirks. Anime loves character growth and long-term story arcs, which means you can form real emotional bond with the characters. Watching Luffy chase his dream of becoming the Pirate King, or following Edward and Alphonse on their journey to restore what was lost can feel life-changing. Cartoons, on the other hand, excel at creativity, humor, and unpredictability. You never know if SpongeBob is going to blow up a Krabby Patty or embark on an absurd adventure in Bikini Bottom. Both forms of animation have their own kind of genius. Anime wows with depth and artistry. Cartoons delight with spontaneity and laughter. So, which is better? That's the beauty of it. There isn't an answer. Anime and cartoons are like two sides of the same magical coin. One makes you feel deeply, think critically, and marvel at artistry, while the other makes you laugh, imagine wildly, and enjoy life with a grin on your face. Both are celebrations of imagination, storytelling, and the pure joy of animation. Whether you're crying over your name, laughing at Rick and Morty, cheering for Demon Slayer, or giggling at Looney Tunes, one thing is certain. The world of animation is incredible, limitless, and endlessly fun. So grab your favorite snacks, settle in, and enjoy the ride, because anime and cartoons aren't just shows. They're adventures, emotions, and laughs packed into moving pictures that can make your day brighter, your heart fuller, and your imagination soar. And honestly, isn't that exactly what we need more of in the world?